accepting that change and accepting the person who wants to be the change, I think that is something that we must.
And how are they saying let's colonize Mars? What if there are other species which are much more powerful than us? And
The thing about Bitcoin and stuff, and for example,
Simulation. That's a simulation.
yeah, exactly.
That's definitely a simulation.
It's
And even if we look at all these wars that are happening, the common people are the most affected sometimes. But they're not going to get any benefit from one country winning the war or the other country losing the war. It's just a matter of the governments are going to be like, okay, yes, we won. It's their plan. They went ahead with it. They executed it. It's their victory. The people of the country are not really gaining much, except for maybe an emotion that, okay, we won the war. That's on one day when they won, when the whole thing was announced, and that's it. And then their life goes back to normal after that.
no,
So-
actually the thing is, it's the government has different agenda behind it, but the common people will get affected because the other
Yeah.
person that wins, the other government, their policies will be executed here. So that
Also, there are, in some, if we talk about the wars happening right now in the world, if you go and talk to any citizen of either of the country, they wouldn't want the war because they've already faced a lot of
Exactly.
problems. It might be for any reason that they are fighting, but it's a long lost reason, and they're just bringing it up
Yeah.
again and again. And this is more of play of power by
Yeah.
the country's politicians. They want to showcase that in their rule they were able to gain back the lost territories that their ancestors had fought and lost. Right? It's more of that now, and the commoners don't even want it. Anybody and everybody you ask will be able to tell you that if a war starts, a country goes back 10 years. Like, even in its development, it's very hard for it to come back to what it was and even stand on its foot. And let's say there is a war where a country actually wins over the other country. Now think about what was the kind of level of destruction that had happened to the country that lost. Even if this country has won over it, will it be able to revive that? And what will be the long term effects of people living there? Everybody's lost lives for what? And who are you to decide how long one is going to live for? You are taking everything into your hands, and then you expect good things to happen to you.
It's always the common people who suffer the most.
Yeah, correct.
And it's always the casualties is always more on their side.
Huh.
The leaders of the countries, they are comfortably sitting in their quarters,
Correct.
wherever.
Yeah,
It's the common
Huh.
people who are
but
suffering.
yeah, this also doesn't mean that we are asking for no war against anti, let's say all these elements of negative elements. As in, look, nobody's saying no, you shouldn't fight terrorism. That is something you should fight because that is a very different.
That's again something that they are imposing on
imposing.
everyone, and you have to fight.
Correct. That is a negative thing. I mean, it's not like you're gaining territories. You're making sure that you're not going to be caused harm by some external party that has its own ideologies and it wants to impose something on you. Those kinds of things, it's a no. You fight it. You fight for your country. You fight for your people. That is a okay thing to do. But war in itself, based on some historical fact, doing it till date makes no sense. Because if that were the case, there were so many alliances that were formed in World War I and II, and so many alliances broke for whatever reasons. That doesn't mean those countries have stopped doing trade altogether. Simple example of Japan and USA. They are good allies now. They even if they aren't, there are people, Japanese people going and residing in USA, vice versa also. So it's not like the whole thing has been carried on forever.
Yeah.
These guys bombed their entire cities. These guys bombed just I mean, they were also, they had caused significant damage. Yeah, so holding grudges is not the thing to do right now.
Yeah, I think if people just accept that change is the only thing that is common, then everything will be fine. I mean, in all aspects. I mean, we are embracing change in technology and few things like finance or technology or whatever it is. But few other things, like even when it comes to human beings, like maybe gender or as you said, like the countries, wars and everything, in those aspects we are not ready to embrace that, accept that change. As simple as some kind of movies, like animated movies, won't work. People used to say that, and we did not have, Japanese have their anime and it works, like it works the best for them. It's like it's earning a lot for them. At the same time, in India, people said Indian animation will not work, but it is working. So I think that change, people should just be open to accepting that change, because sometimes change works. Not sometimes, most of the time change is the thing that works.
Change for the good of
Change for the good.
everybody is good.
Yeah.
It's okay to be accepted. Accepted.
Yeah.
So basically, if you ultimately what a person wants is peace of mind. They want to be happy, they want to sleep peacefully in the night. Nobody wants a life where they're constantly in pressure or they're constantly in fear of, okay, what's going to happen next. Not just in terms of war, maybe even in a job. They can't constantly be in the fear that, okay, I don't know when I lose this job. If I lose a job, what will I do? Nobody wants to constantly be in that fear. They just want that security factor in their mind. And nobody even wants to be part of a rat race. Nobody wants to keep, constantly competing with others. It's become like a world where you have to push someone else down so that you can come up. It doesn't have to be that way. And moreover, our minds are naturally more, nobody wants to live in like a concrete jungle. If you live close to like a very, a mountain
Nature.
or beach or anywhere, your mind is naturally more calmed down that way, because we are built that way. Humans are meant to be one with nature, and that's why you feel very calmed if you go to like a place like that. I'm sure everybody has realized that when they go to such places. So, and the world is programmed in such a way that no, only once a year you can take a holiday, you can go to some place, you can visit, and then you come back to this place again and work. So who even programmed it that way? So, yeah.
I think, in Bhagavad Gita, they've said that, the world is Maya. So everything is just
An
illusion. People should not fear being, different. It's not necessary you always stick to the whatever is socially acceptable or which is considered normal. You breaking out of that mentality of being accepted by everyone as normal, saying that okay, this person should have a corporate job of this LPA in this city, they should go abroad, they should do this thing,
Get settled at the same.
yeah, all of those things. If you're not getting affected by such stuff and you live your life,
If the society lets you live that life.
if you are okay being yourself, like different yourself,
Correct.
you'll be okay with another person also doing the same
Correct.
thing.
You will be.
Yeah,
But what if the people around you aren't?
slowly you'll be able to make the change.
So
That is the
everybody has
change.
to.
Everybody has to be okay with it, and that, because I feel even most of the elders that we see, they tell you, you have to be like this. They had some different stuff in their head. They also had some wishes of theirs which is not fulfilled, but they had to stick to whatever is the norm that time. So we should just have
Yeah, so in a movie, watching I think 1 year ago or something, some people will try to convince a guy, like basically the hero, saying that, we all have done whatever our parents wanted us to do, and we married the person they chose for us, because like now look, we all are living a very happy life because we did what they told us to do, and we are adjusting. They'll say like we are adjusting with the person who's living with us, and that's why we are happy. So adjusting is what you have to do with your partner or with your career or whatever it is. If you adjust and not be too adamant about what you want, then you'll be happy, is what they'll tell him. But then he'll point out, see, in your life this thing is wrong. Like for example, one uncle on his 50th anniversary or something, he'll just bring a necklace, put it on the table and go. He'll not even wish his wife. He'll just put it on the table and go off. Then in front of everyone he'll be acting like he's all happy and he's really happy with his marriage and everything. But then the wife comes and she'll be very upset. She'll just tell in front of everyone that we don't have a happy married life. He's just pretending. But that uncle will advise him that you have to adjust with the person and you'll be happy. But they're actually not happy. Then he'll point out all these things to him and to his elders. So I think that accepting that change and accepting the person who wants to be the change, I think that is something that we must do.
there are few.
And how are they saying let's colonize Mars? What if there are other species which are much more powerful than us?
We're going to visit
Yeah,
us in Mars.
and there are conspiracy theories
We'll go
that
extinct.
species from other planets are actually controlling what is happening in Earth.
Yeah.
And we are just not aware because we think this is our life, we think we are in control, we think this is how it is.
The thing about Bitcoin and stuff, and for example,
Simulation. That's a simulation.
yeah, exactly.
That's definitely a simulation.
It's a man-made thing. They're like,
So it's a.
You can
apparently,
keep
I've heard, because you're talking about crypto, I'm telling this. So I've heard that it's a US made thing. Because US is in the most debt that any country can be right now at this point. And it needs to maintain its superpower. So what they're trying to do is first they delink their currency with the gold reserves, which is not how a country should work, right? Your gold reserves tell the worth of the country. It's almost like how much ever gold reserves you have, that much is the amount of currency that you can print for, for the circulation. But what US did was it delinked the whole thing, and now they are printing currencies as they want, as much as they want. So let's say in the economy, the rich has the most amount of money, and now the poor doesn't. Right? You have to make sure that the money from the rich goes to the poor. But what US did instead was it printed more money. So the rich has the money, but they are printing more money and giving it to the poor. So they think they've managed it. But now that itself, they've been doing it for decades. So it's gone on for like 60 years now, that the debt has grown so much that they don't know what to do. And now they're just waiting for the markets to crash. Correct? So when the markets crash, what they'll do is they'll bring the crypto, because they have the highest amount of, they are the ones who are saying this Bitcoin, that doggy coin, what is that? Dogecoin. Yeah, some nonsense coin.
Some meme coins.
All sorts of coins. They have like a cyberspace where apparently they are, first of all, they cannot protect our data privacy. They think they'll protect the all these encrypted, decrypt this data, all of that. That's happening, fine. to an extent, let's believe all of that is happening. But how is it going to save, let's say, they're going to save the country. They're going to be like, now crypto is the next currency that the world needs to own. Everybody will follow that now. Who? The debt holders. They are the ones who are running the show, even after being in the most debt. Their country is doing no good. Every single citizen of US is in debt. Makes no sense. It's not economics. They are playing with the world economy, and people are just letting them play.